program and the rise of this program is to making sure that we are competing and challenging for championships. We made some positive changes in our coaching staff. We added Rick Minner, who will co-coordinate our defense and actually be in charge of our defense. And a longtime friend. I worked on his staff at Cincinnati for 2 years, and he's been a mentor to me for a long time in this business. We also added Steve Pardue, a Kentuckian and a longtime Georgia high school coach, and very successful in Georgia, and a guy that has sent a lot of players to Kentucky. So he will coach our running backs. We also challenged our players, our veteran players, and our young players, and our players that just walked in the door to fill the void of some of the departure players that we have, because we lost a lot of production. We lost a lot of production, especially offensively. So we have made a challenge to our veteran and also some new players to step up to fill that void. So they have accepted that challenge. We really like the attitude and the demeanor of this football team. Morgan Newton has done an outstanding job. I think having an opportunity to play and prepare as the #1 quarterback in the bowl game has definitely helped him in his maturity and his knowledge of how to prepare to play at this level. I think that's was key for him in understanding how to prepare. I think it's helped him this offseason. He's doing an outstanding job in leading this football team this summer. I think you'll also see some of the results that after a year and a half that Rock Oliver, our strength coach, will make the impact that he will have made on this football team. So with that, what do you guys want to talk about? I know it's got plenty.
I want to ask you, Coach, I've asked all the coaches this. This media day grows every year. More media, updates every second. In this environment, is it tougher to be yourself?
No, I mean, no, it doesn't make it any tougher. Whereas one, we know you have to be yourself, whether it's one or what you guys got here, 1,000, got 1,000. I can tell you this, this game has changed since I arrived on campus 30 years ago in this league. We had 2 networks, so we had CBS and we had TBS. That's about the only thing that we played on at Kentucky. But and then seeing all the media that we have here today, I guarantee that, and I wasn't fortunate enough to go to media day back then, but I guarantee you we would have had a smaller room than this back then, especially if I was going to be at the mic as a player. But I think that this is an environment that, in today's world, you have to be yourself all over the place. You also have to understand that you're being interviewed every time you get in front of someone. I mean, we've talked about in the other room about the social media and all the things that our players are tweeting and Facebooking. We tell our players that aspire to be pro football players to just add "Dear General Manager" in front of whatever you say. Okay, if you want to tweet and say something that you're not supposed to, just put it on there, "Dear General Manager," because those guys, that's what you're doing. You're interviewing every time you put something out there.
Coach, LSU back on the schedule, first time since '07, and of course you were one of the 2 teams that beat them that year. They went on to the national championship. Your thoughts about that game, and when you guys did beat them, I know you were part of staff.
Yeah, I was the offensive coordinator in 2007. We know that this is a grueling league. LSU is one of those, another huge challenge for us. And going to LSU, to Baton Rouge, it will be also a challenge. We know they have a great football team, great coaching staff, but our guys will be mentally prepared to go into that type of environment. There'll be the reason why you go into that type of environment every week. I mean, it's no change. We'll open up with Western Kentucky in Nashville. It'll be that type of environment there. It'll be that type of environment when we're at home. It'll be that type of environment when we go to South Carolina. Wherever you go in this league, you're going to be in the type of environment that you have to play in this league.
Talk about the progress of running back
Jonathan, he is having an outstanding off season. He's changed his body. He looks different. I think when you start to see some physical change in your body, start to walk different, you start to talk different, and I know I do. When I lose 5 pounds, I start to wear a little bit tighter shirt. I'm sure he does too. But it's a process in playing at this level, and Jonathan George is understanding the process, understanding what you have to do to be successful at this league, and I think you'll see some huge results from him this season. He's been on the field for us in the special team role. I know he and we would like to see him have a bigger role on offense.
Coach, talk a little bit about replacing Randall Cobb.
Well, I mean, and then I'd say this too. We were looking for Randall Cobb when we found Randall Cobb. That's nothing against Randall Cobb, but we had to replace Keenan Burton, Jacob Tamme, Stevie Johnson, all guys that are playing in the NFL, and we were out there trying to find the next Keenan Burton, the next Stevie Johnson, the next Jacob Tamme. We now have to find the next Randall Cobb. We would have liked for it to have been after his senior year, but and I tell him that we did such an outstanding job in developing you. You get to leave here as a junior. So, but we were able to go out and attract. 3 years ago, when Randall Cobb's group came on campus, we were able to sign five guys we thought that could play wide receiver, and that's what we had. We thought they could play wide receiver. They were all quarterbacks. Now, with what we've done with our receiving core and the success we've had for the last 6, 7 years offensively and throwing the football, we now were able to go out and attract true wide receivers. All 5 of the guys that we signed have played the position. They've grown up in the position. We now can teach them plays, not teach them how to be wide receivers. We had to teach Randall Cobb and those 5 receivers that came in with him how to be wide receivers. Now we're able to teach these guys how to just teach them plays, and I think that will help us be able to replace Randall faster.
Does that help you bring in true wide receivers? Does that take the learning curve out?
Definitely. I don't think, and I was talking to a couple of the guys last night at dinner, talking to Matt Rourke, who was a quarterback in high school, talking to Larod King, who was our 3rd leading receiver last year and caught 5 touchdowns, who was a quarterback last year, about how tough it was. And they both said that they didn't really learn the position until about year 2. And Larod in year 2 caught 30-something balls and 5 touchdowns. But they also have been working with these young kids and say that they understand how to get off press, how to get lined up, what kind of types of stances. Our quarterbacks have been in square. Those quarterbacks have been in square stance. Now, a receiver, you had to be in an elongated stance. So I think it's definitely helps that we have true wide receivers, guys that understand the position coming in to work with.
We've got time for one more.
Coach, you have a freshman coming in, Mario Smith.
I'm sorry?
You have a freshman coming in, Mario Smith. What's your impression of him and what kind of impact he may have?
Well, I really like how he carries himself. He was a guy that came on campus that was a real quiet, shy guy, and when he first came on campus and for his official visit, I really like how he's changed his body from his official visit to the day he walked on campus this summer. And again, once you change your body, once your body starts to change, you get a little bit more confident. You start seeing him wearing tank tops, and I don't think he would have wore a tank top when he was on his visit. He was a tall, lean, skinny guy, and that's what we have to. That's what we have to try to recruit at Kentucky. Some tall, lean guys, put them in our weight room and see what they become. Colin Zuku is an example of a guy that came in at 6'3", 6'3½", and he was a 205 pound. He's now 270, and he's a defensive end. We just put him in there, fed him, and see what he would become, and he's become a really good defensive end for us. Same thing with Ransford. We just got to put him in there, let him see what he's become, and he now has become in a short period of time a lot more confident football player. So, any other? Thank you guys.